there for a nickel. See Little Egypt, that sensational dancer from the Orient.
Down the San Francisco Bay, by the Golden Strand, I won her hand. From San Francisco, all beautiful
And the beauty was broken on and gold. She's a bat in a
folks. Now, if you'll just stop here a moment, folks, and look over there on your right, you'll see the longest bar in the world. Over there, they're dancing the bunny hug and the grizzly bear. These great dances originated right here in the Gold Coast. Gather around me, my friends. I'll show you some of the wonders of the Gold Coast. If you look over there and you look close, you'll see that the floor is laid with the coins of every known country, from the golden sovereigns of old England to the mother-of-pearl currency of the Solomon Islands.
But where's the famous Tony Angelo?
Yes, where is he?
Patience, ladies, patience. There he is, the angel himself, as big as life and twice as natural.
My friend, are you against me or are you with me? That's all I wanted to know. Pretty sound, ain't it? All right. Here they come. Who's got the 1895 coin? Now, look at him carefully, folks. 1895 is the lucky coin tonight.
Oh,
Well, looks like the sailor's lucky night. You and your lady sit at the angel table as my special guest. Everything's on Tony Angelo tonight. Well, folks, it looks like the sailor won, but the rest of you won, too. Because I got a treat for all of you. A brand new number written especially for that San Francisco redhead. The Lollapalooza of the Barbary Coast, our own Sally Templeton.
I have many, many foes from whom I can't escape. Some admire my turned-up nose, some my lovely shape. There are many dapper dans who try to catch my eye, and when they ask me what's my name,
what do you reply?
Oh, my name is Kate. I'm from the Golden Gate, way out in San Francisco Bay. And I gave my heart away on a dreamy summer's day. Then we went canoeing,
And we did our wooing
as we watched the seals at play. On the Golden Strand, he won my hand on San Francisco Bay.
On the Golden Strand, he won her
upon the golden strand. He won my hand on San Francisco.
Oh, you Frisco, San Francisco Bay.
On the golden strand, he won my hand on San Francisco.
Where the lights stay merry.
Yo, Frisco.
Oh, on the open Mary San Francisco Bay.
Something wrong?
You betcha. I've been cheated.
In here? Who?
That fellow.
How?
I gave him $10. Yeah, sure. Figure 3 beer. I'm $1.50 back. Ain't that cheating?
Hey. Come here. Did I tell you there was no clipping in this joint? Now take off that apron.
But boss.
All right. Now give me that apron. Here's your $10.
My young Benjamin, you is a fine fellow. Have a drink on me.
No, thanks. Maybe next time. Oh, Joe, bad drinks around the house.
All right, boss. A gentleman. My Jeppers, a gentleman.
Whoa. Well, here we are. I still say it's a strange place for a little mite like you to be coming to. Would your ladyship like me to lift you down?
I can manage myself, thank you.
Oh.
How much do I owe you?
Well, 50 cents is the regular fare from the docks. You're a pint size. 2 bits.
How much is that in shillings and pence?
Ah, you got me there. Well, give me the copper one. Thank you, my lady.
Thank you. And may God and all your children be good to you in your declining years.
Thank you. Same to you. Give my best regards to your Uncle Pete, will you? That's the girl.
see what I see?
I don't see nothing. Oh, what's the matter? Those little men after you again?
Worse. Little women.
It's your pardon I'm asking, mister. I didn't go to bump you, sir. But I was seeing things.
You were seeing things. Give me that. Maybe it'll make her go away.
Where'd you come from, little girl?
Ireland this evening on the good ship Silver Star.
What are you doing here?
I was sent. But never such a place as this did I expect. Me sainted grandmother was right. The streets of America is paved with gold. But never forget, Katie McGall, says she, or her penny in the hand's worth a gold sovereign underfoot. And it's sixpence I'll be giving you, mister.
Me? What for?
For taking me to me Uncle Pete.
Well, which Pete is he? Pete the Pug? Pete the Hermit? Pete the Hoodlum?
It's all here in the tag.
Katie Flanagan, care of Pete Flanagan. Tony Angelo's Gold Coast Pub, Pacific Street, San Francisco, America. Care of Pete Flanagan.
You better take it to the boss.
Come on with me, little missy.
Here, find Sally and tell her to go upstairs. The boss has got trouble. Woman trouble.
You gotta keep out of his way. See, you gotta box him. Move around. In and out with your left hand. Keep jabbing. Hook.
Tony,
Hook, that's it. Later. See, 10 or 12 rounds of this will take the wind out of the big bag, and when he's winded, then you belt him out.
I got you, boss.
Now, look. I'm laying 3 to 1. You knock him out before the 20th. Good luck, and don't forget what I told you. Keep moving.
Right.
Hi, my coat.
Yes, boss.
How are the shoes, Lo?
Good, boss.
Now, what's on your mind, Dapper?
This.
I bring the blessings of your saint and mither, and a bit of shamrock from the land where you was born.
Well, what is this?
It's a little girl, Katie Flanagan. She's looking for her uncle, Pete Flanagan.
Oh, what did you bring her to me for?
Somebody's got to tell her.
Tell me what?
Well, that I'm not your Uncle Pete, kid.
Oh. Then if you'll be so obliging, mister.
The name is Dapper.
It's a very pretty name. Sounds like a prancing horse.
Yeah, it does at that.
If you'll take me to me Uncle Pete, Mr. Dapper.
Well, that would entail somewhat of a journey, little missy. You see...
Sally, this is Katie Flanagan, and she...
I know. I heard downstairs. Hello, Katie. I'm Sally. You and I are going to be good friends, aren't we? Honey, these gentlemen mean well, but, well, they didn't know exactly how to tell you that, well, gosh, neither do I.
You don't have to tell me. Me Uncle Pete, he's going to join me sainted grandmother, hasn't he?
I'm afraid you're right.
It's a nice way to say it, little missy.
He didn't have a hard time, honey. We thought it was just a bad cold.
All his mother's family had weak chests. Did he have a nice wake?
Oh, yes, a lovely wake.
Yes, yes.
Didn't he?
Oh, lovely
He
wake.
sure did.
I'd have been that worried if he hadn't had a proper wake.
Oh, you don't have nothing to worry about, kid. I'll see that you get back to Ireland in great style, and everything will be on the house.
But Tony, the boat goes to Seattle first.
So this'll take her to Seattle. Here, Sally. You better take care of her. See that she gets on the boat.
Tony, she's come such a long way. Can't she stay just for tonight?
She can sleep in Clancy's room.
Sure, that's all right with me. I'll see you downstairs.
Oh, Mr. Dapper. Here's your sixpence.
Oh, but...
It wasn't your fault you couldn't take me to me Uncle Pete.
Thanks, little missy. This is one coin that won't go over the bar.
Come on, honey, take your things off. Let's have something to eat, shall we? I'm hungry as a wolf. What would you like? Anything at all. Just name it.
I'm not hungry.
Oh, please have something.
Well, if you can maybe spare me a spot of tea.
Tea it is. Come on now, dear. Take off your things.
Good night, Joe.
Good night, Enzo.
Scrapper. Scrapper. So this is where you are, Scrapper. I've been looking for you. What's the idea of keeping Katie awake? Ain't afraid of the dark, are you? I guess it's kind of hard sleeping in a strange bed, isn't it? Well, I guess it's time for me to hit the hay, too. Say, did you ever see anything like this?
Now you're treating me like I was a baby.
Well, ain't you?
No. I guess I've been acting like one, though.
Oh, everybody gets down in the dumps once in a while. Say, that was a gorgeous bouquet of shamrocks you brought me.
Well, it ought to be. It's a special kind that my grandmother said grew only in the south end of the bog where we cut turf.
Turf? Have you a racetrack where you live?
No, we burn it.
Oh. Don't you use coal and wood?
Oh, no, we would if we had it. Because you got to be very careful when you're burning turf, or the food will taste of the smoke. I never smelled a stove that's not as good as yours.
Sounds like a wonderful place. Ireland.
South of Ireland.
Yeah, Pete used to say that.
He was a fine broth of a man, me Uncle Pete.
You can say that again. He was with me for 3 years. He was the best bartender I ever had. What? Why, he practically ran the place for me.
Imagine that now. Imagine that. My grandmother always said he'd get on.
She must have been quite some old lady herself.
Yes. We used to sit in the old sod house with the smell of the bog in our noses, and she'd tell me all about America. It's the greatest country in all the world, she'd say, except in Ireland. And she'd say, I ain't worth spending the money on to go, Katie, but that's the place for you. She cried for 2 days when me Uncle Pete sent the passage money. You know, Mr. Angelo, sometimes I think she died before her time, on purpose, just so as I could come right away. I can stand up for myself, Mr. Angelo. Having to go back to Ireland. I mean, but I sure would hate to disappoint my grandmother.
Oh, come on, kid. It ain't that bad. Look, I'll tell you what. That boat has to go up to Seattle and back, and that'll take a couple of months. So this is what we'll do. You stay here with us. Would you like that, huh? Oh, sure you would. And I'm going to give you the time of your life. And it's all going to be on the house. Now, look, tomorrow's Sunday and the joint's closed. So we start tomorrow. What do you want to do?
Go to church.
Huh?
To say a mass for Uncle Pete's soul.
Well, if that's what you want, that's what you'll get. Good night. Come on, Scrapper. I think your shamrock was picked in the shadow of the Blarney Stone, young lady.
Tony, you're an angel.
I'm a pushover. Where's there a church around here?
Well, the mission is down the street, but the one she means is up on Nob Hill.
Nob Hill?
Mm-hmm.
Well, I'll have High wake you up in plenty of time.
Oh, not me. I know where I belong, and it's not up on Snob Hill.
Hey, wait a minute. You've got to take her. It's a woman's place to do it.
Not this woman. They throw rocks at girls like me up there.
Listen, Sally, you can't leave me holding a bag like this.
You'll be holding a prayer book tomorrow, and brother, you'd better brush up on your hymns.
How'd you meet her?
On the Silver Star. She was a passenger. I'll tell you about it later. But wouldn't it be rude, Tony, after her being so nice to me on the boat and all, not to pay my respects to her?
Come on, this ain't the boat.
Tis Hibbs itself we've climbed to. All the beautiful people. And the houses. Each one finer than Sir Timothy Corcoran's palace at Corkle. And Tony, look. Even the flowers is gold. Would it be all right? Could we pick just a few?
Sure, why not? Having fun?
It's twice as beautiful as anything I've ever seen. And here's the best spot of all. Oh, Tony, wouldn't you just love having a bit of a house right here?
Sure, kid. I'll have them start building the cellar tomorrow. And put the house on top of 40 marble steps with a gold foot scraper on every one of them.
Oh, but Tony, you'd have to have the scullery flat with the ground so the hens could get in and out.
Listen, Shamrock, you'd better get this straight. These people don't like us. They don't even like us coming up to their church. Just because they let us in, don't get the idea that we belong here. They're a bunch of no-good stiff-necked snobs that think the Almighty took time out to put extra blue in their veins. We're from the other side of the tracks, and they don't want any part of us. And it's mutual with me. You got that straight? All right, then. Let's get out of here.
Katie! Hello there.
Hello, Miss Clover.
It's nice seeing you again.
It's nice to see you, too. But we gotta be going now.
It would have been quite boring on the Silver Star if it hadn't been for your little niece.
She's not my niece.
This is Tony Angelo, Miss Crothers, and he's letting me stay with him for a while.
Oh, how nice. Tony Angelo, owner of the Gold Coast?
That's right.
Oh, that's wonderful. I've been wanting to meet you.
Yeah?
Yes, ever since I went abroad. Imagine traveling thousands of miles looking for excitement, and all the time it was right here at the bottom of the hill. I was ashamed to admit I hadn't even seen the Gold Coast.
It's a sight to behold.
I'm going to be the envy of all my friends when I tell them I've met the famous Tony Angelo. Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Goodbye, Katie. Come see me.
Yes, sir. I knowed she was a real lady the first day I saw her. I'd have known it even if she smelled a cabbage. You was wrong about Miss Crothers, wasn't you, Tony?
I'm not so sure. The dames down below got their tricks, and the ones up here got theirs. And I'm beginning to get a little suspicious about you, Shamrock. How about it? Are you against me or are you with me?
Oh, I'm with you, Tony. And you know something? I think Miss Crothers with you, too.
Keep him tight. All right, now.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Sally. Happy birthday to you.
Oh, don't worry, honey. If you had as much wind as Raft, you would have made it in one blow. Cut the cake.
Hello, my baby. Hello, my honey. Hello, my right-hand gal.
Jolly, my coat. Finish this up for me. Add a jigger of Cointreau and some grated lemon peel. I'll be right back, honey.
Well, well, look who's here.
Who are they?
Nob Hill's candidate for district attorney and his high-toned sister that has to go to Europe to take a bath.
Hello, folks.
Good evening. Hello.
Hello, Miss Crothers.
Hello, Mr. Angelo. Well, I finally made it, and it is a sight to behold. I brought my friends, Mr. and Mrs. Devereux.
How do you do?
Mr. and Mrs. Van Buren.
How do you do?
And you probably know my brother, Lang.
No, I don't, but it's an honor.
How are you, Mr. Angelo?
I warn you, I'm looking forward to an exciting evening.
Well, we'll do our best. Those are Gold Coast blazers. They put you in the mood for anything.
Wonderful. Let's have lots of. Won't you join us?
Sorry I can't tonight, but I do hope you'll have a nice time.
Oh, but you've got to join us. I committed you.
Committed me?
Yes. I promised my brother if he'd bring me here tonight, I'd get you to vote for him.
Well, in that case, I don't see how I can refuse.
Good.
Jim, another chair. Yes.
Sit here beside me, Mr. Angelo.
Sure.
Sam, I'd like to change it to the I don't care number, please.
Change to I don't care, boys.
Anyone can see what you've done to me. Surely my eyes reveal it. So when you are near, tell conceal it. I don't care who knows it. I'm in love with you. I guess I'll always be this way. Nothing you do or say can ever change me. I'm for you forever. Use my whole life through. That's how I am, and I don't care who knows it. I'm in love with you.
I don't care who knows it.
I don't care who knows.
I'm in love with you.
I love you. I guess I'll always be this way. Nothing you do or say can ever change me. I'm for you forever. Use my whole life through. That's how I am, and I don't care who knows it. I'm in love with you.
She's lovely. How's Katie?
Fine, fine.
I'd love to see her.
She's asleep right now. At least she ought to be.
I'd like her to come for dinner sometime.
Do you mean that?
I certainly do. If you'll come with her. Would you dance with me?
Sure.
and I fell madly in love.
What are you doing up so late?
Oh, just running through a new number.
Swell time, 5 in the morning.
Well, I couldn't sleep.
What's the matter?
Thinking.
Well, you go ahead and think. I'm going to bed. Night.
Tony. Are you going to let them use you?
What are you talking about?
Lash Carruthers and his sister.
Miss Carruthers has got nothing to do with her brother's business.
She's out for no good. And I'm telling you that right now.
Ah, you dames are suspicious of your own shadow. Come here. I didn't get a chance before. Happy birthday.
What's the matter? Didn't you like your party?
Oh, yes. And the bracelet's beautiful, Tony.
Well, act like it.
Tony, are you really going to backlash Carruthers?
I don't know. But that guy does make sense. I never thought about it before, but Rafferty was mixed up in those school contracts. And I think of kids like Katie getting burned and killed in those fire traps. City Hall crowd could stand a little cleaning up.
And you think that Lash Carruthers is the man to do the job?
Look, I told you I haven't made up my mind yet.
Good night, Sally. Oh, by the way, I'm taking Katie up on the hill for dinner tomorrow night. Go out and buy her some decent clothes, will you?
Est-ce que vous voulez d'autre chose, madame? Non, c'est tout, Madeleine. Vous pouvez aller. Voulez-vous que je vous attende? Non, ce n'est pas nécessaire. Bonsoir, Madeleine.
Bonsoir.
May I put on another?
Of course. And Katie, see those boxes over there?
Yes, ma'am.
Would you bring them over, please? Katie, would you like to open them?
Gee, that's really fancy. Thanks.
Do you like it?
Oh, Miss Harriet, this for a princess it is.
You're the princess. There's some other little things there. Wouldn't you like to try them on? Well, perhaps you better go in my bedroom.
Oh, I'm that excited.
It's this way, dear. If you need any help, just call out.
Yes, ma'am. Oh, my grandmother could only see me now.
Coffee?
No, thanks.
More music, then. The most beautiful city in the world, isn't it?
Your part of it is.
And your part's the most exciting.
You live for excitement, don't you?
One side of me does. You see, I'm really twins. One belongs to the Lash side of the family. Straight-laced, Bostonian. She lives up here. But the other one's like Grandfather Crothers, and she belongs down there.
It can't be done. The hill and the coast are like champagne and beer. They don't mix. For anybody.
Anybody?
Anybody.
I thought you were the one angel that wasn't afraid to tread anywhere. Does all this frighten you?
Not in the least. But I am puzzled.
What about?
About the way you invited Katie and me here tonight. Put yourself out for us. Your brother's election must mean an awful lot to you.
Do you think that's the reason I'm being, well, nice to you?
Isn't it?
I don't give a snap whether Lash is elected or not. I only used him to be sure I'd see you again.
Now you have got me stumped.
Oh, that's my twin sister. She complicates everything. Forget about her.
What about you?
I'm very simple and honest. I say just what I think.
And what do you think?
That you're fascinating. Exciting. Different from anyone who's ever been in this stuffy old house. Different in a million ways. You're laughing. Don't you believe me?
I don't know what to believe.
Don't you? Is that something you can believe?
Finest house in all the world. Even Sir Timothy Corcoran's castle at Corcoran will have nothing on us.
Go on now, you hop right up to bed, you hear?
Hey, here's Tony.
I'll have somebody take these up to your room.
Hey. What's that for?
I love you, Tony.
Go on upstairs. Go on. Dapper.
Oh, boss.
Put those things up in Katie's room, and there's some more stuff out in the cab.
You better warm up a Pisco punch.
And put this in my office.
2 Pisco punches.
Katie, how lovely you look.
Oh, Sally, did your eyes ever feast upon anything so beautiful? And would you look at the dress and the petticoats?
Oh, I'll bet it feels good clear through to the skin.
And it was herself that gave him to me. Oh, she's wonderful. Tony thinks so, too. And coming home, he said she's not at all like what he first thought. And she isn't. She's like a wonderful princess in a castle on the hill. And we're going to live right next door to her, in that lot with all the golden flowers. And everything's going to be just fine, because I heard him talking. I've never known a man like you, says she to Tony. And then he says, then it's time you did. And he kissed her. Oh, it was wonderful.
Katie. You don't have to pump the kid. If there's anything you want to know, ask me. I got nothing to hide. It'll make you feel any easier, I can tell you right now. I've just made up my mind to back Carruthers, and I don't care who knows it. Because in the next 24 hours, the whole coast will be buzzing with it. Dapper, round up Rafferty, Chip Conlon, and the others. Tell them I want to talk to them.
Yes, sir. don't you stay in your own backyard? With Rafferty running things down at the City Hall, we know where we stand. Where do we stand with a lot of new guys in?
Exactly where I stand.
Yeah, but those guys on top of the hill, so you can go high collar on.
I'll look after myself.
That's all you're looking out after. But I want to tell you something, Tony. From now on, we ain't with you. We're against you.
And that goes for me, too.
Come on, Ruby.
When you want a new job, Sally, come on over my way. I'll give you the top spot at the El Dorado.
Thanks, Tim, but I'll be all right here.
That's what you think.
Why?
Is it why you're asking me?
Yeah, why?
Well, because it's good things Mr. Carruthers is after doing, like fixing up our school. I'd not be surprised if he fixed it so there's 2 Saturdays in every week.
Every one of you, vote for Les Carruthers. Watch that big show. Fight this by a sight of a lifetime. You'll never see anything like it.
San Francisco, the Paris of the USA, gay every night and day. Bohemian life so great, everyone's happy at dear Golden Gate. Greetings to strangers neath our golden sun, world's paradise for fun. We welcome all to stay in Frisco, the Paris of the USA. Come on, folks, and gather round. We're gonna take a trip to San Francisco town, where there's fun for everyone and life is just beginning when the sun goes down. So Paris is gay, as they say, ooh la la. You can have a better time right here where you are. There's a touch of Montmartre in each cafe, and you'll see the Texas Tommy, it's the rhythm of the day. Life can be so dreamy in a world that's so bohemian as Frisco seems. Take the Latin Quarter or the dive down by the water or the new Maxine. Lovely ladies, sweet to behold, dowagers from Nob Hill. They all go to old Chinatown, everyone's seeking a thrill. naughty and you'd like a show that's naughty, I've a thrill for you. If you're not too icy and you'd like a show that's spicy, I've a spot for you. Tony Angelo's Gold Coast, it's the toast of every ladies' man. Tony Angelo's Gold Coast, where the girlies entertain you with a can-can.
Tony.
I told you not to come here. How did you get in?
Up the back stairs. It was fun.
Fun or no fun. You're going right down again.
Oh, Tony. Please don't send me away. I just came to find out how things were going.
It's in the bag. Now that you know, come on.
Do you really want me to go?
Yes, I do.
I don't believe you. And neither does my twin sister. She just wouldn't stay home tonight, Tony.
What the?
Champagne supper for two, boss. A bird and a bottle, boss.
What's the idea? What do you mean by busting in here?
Compliments of Miss Sally, boss. She sent bubbly for you and Lady, boss.
Take it out. Go on. Get out of here.
But Miss Sally say...
Go on.
Yes,
Beat
boss.
it. Beat it. Go on.
That's what I really came for.
Good night. All right. Top of the morning to you, Shamrock.
Look, Tony, Sally's bed hasn't been slept in and her clothes and things are gone.
Well, she went out of town for a couple of days on business.
Oh.
Well, I'll see you later, Shamrock. I got a date uptown with Mr. Crothers.
Corona! 36,840!
Back to bed with you, Shamrock.
It's wide awake I am, worrying about Sally.
Now, don't you be worrying your little head about Sally.
But where is she?
She's around here someplace.
That's what you said yesterday, but
Now, go back upstairs.
I've looked all day and nobody will talk to me about her, and
Sally is all right. Look, the boss wants these. I gotta go.
where is she, Lo? Where's Miss Sally?
You know, answer me, Mr. Katie. You ask boss.
I've been trying to, but he's too busy.
Me too busy, too.
Carruthers leading in Nob Hill district.
Aren't you proud of me? Dapper, get Carruthers at headquarters for me.
Right, boss.
Very proud I am, Tony, but I'd like to talk to you.
Oh, I haven't got time now. I gotta change my clothes. Go on, beat it. Go on. I'll sell you bustle.
Barker, 3-4. Hello. Let me talk to the new district attorney. Yeah. Oh. Hey, Tony, he's gone home. Anything else?
Oh, tell him not to expect me down there. I'm going up to Carruthers' home to congratulate him.
Right. No, that's all. Goodbye.
Good evening, Mr. Angelo.
Some party, huh, Patton?
Yes, sir. May I take your hat and your coat, sir? If you'll wait here, please, I'll find Mr. Carruthers.
Thanks. Congratulations, Mr. District Attorney.
Thank you, Tony. It was your district that swung the election for me.
Oh, I told you from the first it was in the bag. Some party you're throwing here.
It was Harriet's idea. She's been working on it all week.
All week?
Yes, she's even invited the governor and the mayor. Shows how confident we were you'd deliver.
Where is Harriet?
Oh, she'll be right along. Now, Tony, I know you don't drink ordinarily, but this is an occasion. Wouldn't you say so?
Yes, I would. Poor old Rafferty. To the new district attorney.
To the angel who backed him. You know, Tony, I want to show my appreciation. I know you wouldn't accept any city hall job even if I offered you one. Which I'm not doing, mind you. So please accept this with my thanks.
What is it? A tip, huh?
Oh, not at all. It's to reimburse you for what you've laid out, with interest. Oh, come on in, Harriet. Perhaps you can persuade our friend here that he's earned every cent I've given him. Well, good luck, Tony, and feel perfectly free to call on me if I can be of any service to you downtown.
Tony.
Yeah?
He didn't mean it the way it sounded.
No?
No, he's really very fond of you.
I see. And you? Are you fond of me, too?
Yes, I am, Tony, and I always will be.
I'm afraid I stepped in a little over my head by coming here tonight. Maybe you could straighten me out.
Come on, Tony. Let's go out on the terrace. It's beautiful out tonight, isn't it?
Your world is. Do you still think mine's the most exciting?
What do you mean?
Look, I'm no fancy pants like your brother and the rest of those guys in there. I just can't talk that Nob Hill lingo, so I'll make it short and sweet. How much does all this stuff mean to you?
I don't understand.
All right, then. I'll put it this way. Down on the coast, we're kind of rough around the neckline. But there ain't a moment, day or night, that we don't know exactly where we stand. So how'd you like to trade in all this phony junk for a hunk of real living amongst real folks?
Tony.
I get it. And how are you going to pay me off for electing your brother?
Oh, Tony, please. I don't know about Lash, but I wasn't trying to use you. Believe me, I wasn't. You were fun. I admired you because you were honest and strong and different. I didn't dream you were being serious about... Oh, don't you see, Tony? It just wouldn't work out.
It was fun slumming, wasn't it, Miss Carruthers? You enjoyed seeing us lowlifes live. It was a thrill sneaking up back stairs for a stolen kiss.
Tony, please.
We were worlds apart, remember? Maybe I can't make it, you said. But you can in one jump. Well, you had me fooled plenty.
Tony.
You wanted to be treated like the rest of the girls down there. You wanted a thrill, and I was fool enough not to see it that way, and not to give it to you. Well, if that's what you wanted, I'm ready to pay off.
Excuse me, Miss Harriet. The governor's getting ready to leave. Your brother thought you'd like to say goodnight to him.
Thank you. I'll be right there.
By all means. You mustn't keep the governor waiting. Well, I'll say goodnight, too. And give this to your brother and tell him where I come from. We only tip the waiters.
Attorney, boss.
Close the joint.
Yeah.
Huh? You heard what I said. Close the joint. Get everybody out of here.
What's the matter?
What happened?
What's the matter? Come on. Sorry, folks. The party's over for the night.
Clear out. Come on. Come on, everybody out. Come on. Come on. Come on. Keep on. Come on, go in your dressing room, girls, and change your clothes and go home. Come on, the party's over. Everybody out. Come on, clear out. Come on, everybody. Come on, let's go. Come on, keep clear. Come on,
out. Everybody out.
Steve here was an extra waiter up at Carruthers tonight, and he saw you walk out on the party. We want to know what it means.
It means just what you think it means. I was taken for a chump.
We warned you, but no, you wouldn't listen. Now we'll all have to pay. He'll close the street tighter than a drum.
Maybe he will. Maybe he won't. We'll just have to wait and see.
We'll wait and see, all right. But you won't have to. We're going to take care of you, and now.
We'll start a boycott. We'll close you up so tight even the barflies won't come in.
All right, you said your piece. Now get out of here.
Come on.
That's just to let you know we're not talking through our hats.
Tony, are you hurt?
No, I'm all right.
Why didn't you hit him back, the big brute?
I had it coming, I guess.
What happened, Tony?
Just what I knew would happen. I told you at the beginning, they didn't want any part of us up on the hill.
But, Tony, when we built our house up there and Miss Harriet...
Now, look here, Shamrock. Forget all about that house. And that goes for Miss Carruthers, too. Understand?
Yes, Tony. What about Sally? Isn't she coming back here? Ever?
After the way I treated her, I wouldn't blame her if she never set foot inside of this place the rest of her life.
But a man's entitled to a bit of a slip.
Not the kind that I made. The prize heel of all time. I threw all her love and loyalty right back in her face.
Sally loves you, Tony. If it'd help, she'd crawl up Nob Hill and back. On her hands and knees.
Yeah. With me kicking her every foot of the way.
Maybe if you'd go and see her. Or I could go and see her and tell her how you feel.
The best thing you can do is go back up to bed and forget all about it. I'm not blaming anybody but myself, Shamrock. But up to now, your ideas didn't work out so good.
Yes, Tony. Good night, Tony.
What do you want to make those eyes at me for when they don't mean what they say? They make me glad, they make me sad, they make me want a lot of things I've never had. What do you want to fool around with me for? You lead me on and then you run away. But never mind, I'll get you a lonesome night and then you'll surely find you're flirting with dynamite. So what do you want to make those eyes at me for when they don't mean what they say? Funniest pair of eyes I've ever seen. Honey, I can't get wise to what they mean. I wish that I could understand the things they say. Each time I try to go, they seem to make me stay. Maybe it's just because you love to flirt. Maybe you want to see my feelings hurt. Got me running round you like a child. Someday you're gonna drive me wild.
How many times do I gotta tell you kids to stay away from here? Now beat it!
But it's waiting for the message I am.
Well, go on back to the Gold Coast and wait. I ain't gonna have you kids hanging around this back door. Now get away from here. Go on, beat it!
What do you want to fool around with me for? You lead me on and then you run away.
But never mind, I'll get you along tonight.
And then you'll surely find you're flirting with dynamite. So what do you want to make those eyes at me for? When they don't mean what they say.
Did you tell her, did you?
I tells her, and Miss Sally, she says if Mr. Tony's got anything to talk about, let him come himself.
Are you sure she said that?
She's positive.
Where do you think you're going?
But I've got to talk to her. Please let me come in. It's important.
Listen, you've got to get out of here, and this is the last time I'm going to tell you. Now get away from here. Big Jim sees you kids around here, it'll mean my job. Anything in the world like a bunch of kids will get a guy into trouble.
Yes?
I'd like to see Miss Harriet Carruthers, please.
Miss Carruthers at this hour?
Oh, I'm a very good friend of hers. I'm sure she'll see me.
I'm sorry. Miss Carruthers left word that she was not to be disturbed. You come back tomorrow.
But I've got to see her. It's very important. Tony's in trouble and Sally won't see him, and I'm sure Miss Harriet can fix everything.
I'm sorry, but I don't know who or what you're talking about. Now, you be a nice little girl and run along home. If you want to see Miss Harriet, you come back tomorrow when the butler's here.
Madame! Madame! Qu'est-ce qui se passe, Madeleine? Que quoi ce bruit?
Quelqu'un a brisé la fenêtre, madame. Regardez.
Quoi? Donnez-la-moi.
So she left you this note. Why didn't you go to Tony? Why come to me?
You love him, don't you?
Is that so strange that anybody should love a stupid, overdressed, honest dope like Tony? Yes, I love him. You're darned right I do. But I'm not taking any leftovers from you, Miss Carruthers. What was the matter? Didn't he use the right fork? Weren't his fingernails trimmed to suit you, or was his tongue too rough for those delicate little ears?
Perhaps I better throw politeness overboard, too, and tell you a few plain truths.
You'd better come down off of that Nob Hill of yours before you try to tell anybody anything.
Listen, Miss Templeton.
Go away and leave me alone. So you want to play rough, huh? Ooh.
You're gonna listen to what I've got to say. The Barbary Coast isn't a strange ground to a Carruthers. My grandfather owned a gambling saloon, the old shanty bar, right here on Pacific Street. And Grandpa got out of town just one jump ahead of a posse because he shot a man who caught him marking a deck. And Granduncle Ike made a fortune grub-staking miners and grabbing 75% of the take. That's my family background. They weren't aristocrats. Perhaps they weren't even honest. But they were real people. That's why I was attracted to Tony. I didn't know it then, but I do now. And you think that you've been hurt. Well, so have I. In a way that I'll never get over the rest of my life. I'll always know that if I'd had the courage, I could have had what I really want. A man that's exciting and honest and real. That's gonna be a nice thing to live with, isn't it? Don't be a fool. Get some sense into your head. He needs one of us. And I'm warning you, Sally. You better go to him. Quick. Or I will. And this time, the Carruthers part of me will know how to keep him.
No, you can't come with me, Scrapper. I've caused enough trouble already. If it hadn't been for me, he'd never met Miss Harriet, and he'd never lost Sally. As my grandmother used to say, if you can't undo a wrong you've done, at least do no more. No, you can't come with me, boy. Goodbye, Scrapper.
Isn't that wonderful?
Tony, will you shake hands?
Sure.
Me too, Tony. Hey, come on, Tony. They want to see you downstairs.
Why, he's a jolly good fellow. He's a jolly good fellow.
Who's the lucky man tonight? Who sits at the angel table? It's your night, Tony. And now a special treat for you alone. A number you love, sung by your own Sally.
I don't care who knows it. I'm in love with you. Honest and true. I guess I'll always be this way. Only you. Nothing you do or say can ever change me. I'm for you forever. Yours my whole life through. That's how I am, and I don't care who knows it. I'm in love with you. I'm so in love with
Thanks, honey.
Don't thank me. Thank Katie. She did it.
Come on. Let's go and wake her up.
To Tony and Sally! Tony and Sally!
Tony!
Dear Tony, my heart is full. Thanks for everything. And I'm sorry for the trouble I brought you and Sally. I love you, Tony. Goodbye. Katie.
Look, Tony. The Silver Star. It sails tonight. Do you suppose the poor little kid...
Come on.
Yes? Uh-huh. Brown eyes. Light brown hair. Wearing a shawl and carrying a carpet bag. Right you are. We're to drop everything and look for this little girl.
And who would the little darling be after murder?
This is no joke. Find her and bring her in, the chief said. And he meant it. Look, there she is now. Hey!
This alley. You go straight ahead. Ladies and gentlemen, gather right here. And I want to tell you that few indeed have passed these sacred portals of this ancient Josh house.
Hey, you. Have you seen a little girl around here?
No, I have not, and you're the third cop who's asked me that.
All right. Hustle your suckers inside.
Right this way, folks. Enter the sanctum sanctorium. Don't be frightened, ladies. Step right inside. And here, my friends, are treasures never before exposed to accidental eyes. Right this way. And in here are the most valuable bones in existence. All that remains of Prince Yang Kao Chai of the Sing Sang dynasty. And here, under this cloth, here is the great Ping Po, who studied in Egypt during the 21st dynasty. This learned sage and philosopher left minute instructions for the mummification of himself. Ladies and gentlemen, Ping Po, the only Chinese mummy extant. You will note use of cottage mask and various objects buried with the mummy. All these were used in the magical ceremony, usually known as opening the mouth. Now, the purpose of this rite was the reanimation of the mummy by restoring to it the faculties which death had deprived it. With the use of these various instruments and formulae, events were said to occur, events so supernatural, my friends, that they can only be spoken of in whispers. Gather just a little closer, please. I won't have to speak so loud. Yes, beyond human understanding is the manner in which the eyes, ears, mouth of the mummy are said to be opened. This incense restores moisture and warmth to his dried-up body. These amulets stimulate his heart, lungs, spine, blood. The mummy can now see, hear, speak, and eat. Magically, the use of Ping Po's limbs is restored. He can now move, he can sit up, he can walk, he can...
Yes. I see. Thank you. Well, if she's aboard the Silver Star, she must have stowed away. Nobody sold her a ticket.
Here comes Dapper.
Any luck?
No. I've had every panhandler on the coast looking, not a trace of her.
Don't worry, Tony. I've got the police combing the whole city for you.
Why didn't I think of it?
Think of what?
Come on, Sally.
What is it?
What's
Where they're going now?
Tony, I didn't want to leave. I didn't want to leave you.
You're never going to leave us, Shamrock. We're going to be together. The three of us. Always.
Oh.
Come on. Let's go home, huh?